Hello and welcome to yet another video here on the YouTube channel Spelforeningen The Fellowship SDF. My name is Andreas Norwegian Viking.
While.
And today we have episode 89 of the SBG gang campaign. It is the hunt for the Arkenstone. And this is something very unusual.
Yes.
This was released about the time when Smaug came out in miniature form.
Mm-hmm.
So around like December, January 2014? 2014, yeah.
Yeah.
So roughly 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And obviously when pitting Bilbo against Smaug, you can't do that as a usual scenario with points, unless you have 40 to 50 pages of special rules where Bilbo is always wearing his ring and Smaug can never charge him and can only speak and have to speak in riddles, and you have to get a riddle book out and answer riddles, stuff like that. It's better if you play it as a card game.
Yes.
So that's what we're going to do now. We're going to play the Hunt for the Arkenstone. We cannot decide if it's released in a White Dwarf or online. It might have been both because I have a PDF of it.
Yeah, I'm positive it was in a White Dwarf.
Yeah, couldn't find it, but
I think there is a White Dwarf, the weekly White Dwarf with Smaug on the cover. I think there is one.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
Tell us in the comments if you know. I think I've written it down in the Grand Campaign thing that it is in White Dwarf, but I don't think I wrote in the number.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, probably. So we will go through the rules, and we do have a board, but it's not with terrain on it. So we'll come back with that after this.
In the treasure-filled halls of Erebor, Bilbo Baggins searches for the Arkenstone. With mounds of gold all around, this task would be difficult enough, but the terrible Dragon Smaug is awake and jealously guarding his treasure. And so begins the battle. Hunt for the Arkenstone is a miniature game for 2 players in which they compete to see who can find the precious dwarven gemstone fastest, or if a certain dragon can in fact get his first taste of Hobbit flesh. Throughout the game, both players use the models and a deck of ordinary playing cards to resolve their actions of their characters. Bilbo Baggins must search through the vast pile of treasure to retrieve the Arkenstone. If it does so, Bilbo Baggins wins. He is wearing the One Ring, and so is invisible, but as he moves around, Smaug might hear a move towards the unfortunate Hobbit. Smaug must find the burglar before he finds the Arkenstone. If it does so, Smaug wins. Bilbo Baggins and Smaug are both trying to distract each other by clever riddles. If Smaug is distracted, Bilbo Baggins will be able to move around the treasure pile unnoticed and perhaps even lure the dragon around the treasure chamber more easily. However, if Bilbo Baggins is distracted, his footfall might be heard or he might stumble and Smaug may find him. To play you will need Bilbo Baggins, Smaug, a pack of playing cards, a tape measure, and a gaming table. Suggested size is 4 by 4 feet. The rules for this scenario are: first, the player controlling Smaug places him on the gaming table. Then the player controlling Bilbo Baggins places him on the gaming table. Separate a normal pack of playing cards into its 4 suits. The player controlling Bilbo Baggins should take the hearts. The player controlling Smaug should take the spades. The diamonds form the treasure suit. The player should shuffle these and alternate placing them face down on your gaming table. The clubs form your location suit. The player should shuffle these and alternate placing them face up on the gaming table. Note that this is the perfect find for the treasure and location cards to overlap each other, but we recommend spreading them out for your first game. The game proceeds with players having a go. Bilbo Baggins always has the first go. Each player's go consists of the following. Both players shuffle their respective suit of cards. The player whose go it is turns over the top card of the deck. If it is Bilbo Baggins' go, he gets to immediately perform one action. See below. The player whose go it is guesses whether the next card in their deck will be higher or lower in value. Aces are low than the card they just turned over. Both players then turn over the next card in their deck. If the player whose go it is guesses incorrectly, his go ends. If the player whose go it is turns over an ace, a jack, queen, or king, a special event will occur. Consult the special events below to see what happens. The current player's go is then over. If the player whose go it is guesses correctly, they can perform one action, see below. But if the opposing player's card has the same value as the card his opponent just turned over, e.g. both players turned over a 5, the player whose go it is have been outwitted by his opponent. Bilbo Baggins has craftily thrown his voice, or Smaug has snuck up on the poor little Bilbo Baggins. The player who is not currently taking his go can choose to move to the opposing player's model to the location that matches the card value of the cards they just turned over. So in the case of 5 of clubs, in this case the 5 of clubs. After that, the player whose go it is performs his action, and his go continues as normal. Once each player whose go it is has taken an action, both players turn over the next card of their deck and follow the steps above again. A player can go on performing actions until their go ends, though through guessing incorrectly or turning over an ace, a jack, a queen, or a king. Actions. Each time Bilbo Baggins performs an action, he can do one of the following things. He can move Bilbo Baggins 4 inches in any direction, search through the treasure, turn over a face-down treasure card that's within 1 inch of Bilbo Baggins. Unless this is the ace of diamonds, remove it from the table. Retrieve the Arkenstone. If the ace of diamonds is face up and within 1 inch of Bilbo Baggins, you can retrieve the Arkenstone and win the game. Each time Smaug performs an action, he can do one of the following. Move. You can move Smaug 6 inches in any direction. Discover the burglar. If Bilbo Baggins is within 1 inch of Smaug, both players reshuffle their respective decks and turn over the top card of the deck. If the player controlling Smaug has the higher value, he has found the burglar and wins the game. Otherwise, Bilbo Baggins has had a lucky escape and is moved to the location card that corresponds to the value of the card his controlling player just turned over, and Smaug go then ends. There's also special events. If, when it is their go, a player turns over an ace, a jack, a queen, or a king, consult below to see what happens. After performing that event, the player go ends. Bilbo Baggins' special events action are Ace, Master Burglar. Bilbo Baggins can perform one action and then have another go. Both players reshuffle their respective suits and start again from the top of their deck. Jack, Luck Wearer. Turn over any face-down card. Queen, Ring Winner. Turn over any 2 face-down cards. And King, Barrel Rider. Turn over any 3 face-down cards. Smaug's special actions are Ace, There You Are, Thief in the Shadows. Smaug can perform one action and then have another go. Both players reshuffle their respective suits and start again from the top of their deck. Jack, I Smell You. Smaug moves to the location of the Jack and will perform a Discover the Burglar action if Bilbo Baggins is within 3 inches of Smaug. Queen, I hear your breath. Smaug moves to the location of the Queen and will perform a Discover the Burglar action if Bilbo Baggins is within 6 inches of Smaug. And lastly, King, I feel your air. Turn over the next card in the deck. Smaug moves to the location that corresponds to the value of the card you just turned over and will perform a Discover the Burglar action if Bilbo Baggins is within 9 inches of Smaug. Now we will show you the board, and let's start playing.
Alright, so welcome to the lovely board. So here we have the suit of clubs.
And the suit of diamonds.
Diamonds, yeah. So that's the treasure deck.
Yes.
And we will put that face down, alternating between us. And there we go. And then we have the, that's my cards. This is the clubs. So that's the Jack, that's the Ace, that's the 3,
9,
7,
King,
King, 4,
10,
Queen.
5 goes there.
Oh no, it's
your turn.
My
Yeah.
turn. Let's place the 6 there.
And a 2 here.
Down there. And let's place 8. 8 of clubs there. So I have my deck
You
here.
have your
So I will place Smaug first.
yeah.
So
yep.
I will place Smaug in the nice round space where there's actually no cards. I think I'll place him here.
Yep. So I have my deck of hearts.
Yep. Where will you place Bilbo?
I think I will place Bilbo here.
Yep.
There's Bilbo.
Mhm.
Bilbo is really tiny, but
Yeah.
he's here. He should probably have a flag. So I, as the good player, of course, starts the game.
Yep. And
So-
then we will both shuffle our decks.
Oh yeah, I've been shuffling this for a while now.
Yeah, me too.
So I start. Let's see. You have the deck there. I draw the top card. That is a 7. I can then perform one action, and I will flip over this card, and that is a Jack.
So special event,
Is that on these cards as well? I don't think so.
isn't it? No, it's probably
No,
not.
it's because I don't turn these cards.
Yeah, true.
So I now have to guess if the next card on the top of my deck is higher or lower than a 7. I think it is lower.
It is
It's
higher.
not.
But it is a special event though.
It's a special event, so that is a Jack, and a Jack for Bilbo Baggins is Luck Weaver. Turn over any face down card. I will take the opposite corner and see that is a King. So that is not the Arkenstone. The Arkenstone is a Ace. Yes.
Ace of diamonds.
So then we reshuffle.
Then we reshuffle. So that means it's Smaug's turn because you didn't luck out.
Nope.
Although you're the luck wearer.
Well, I got to turn 2 cards in one go, so
Yeah, true. So Smaug reveals his card, and it's the 2. So it should be pretty simple. I don't get actions as Bilbo does, so I think this will be higher.
Yes.
So anything as an ace.
Yep.
It's a queen, so that is a special action.
Yes.
I hear your breath. Smaug moves to the location of the queen and will perform a Discover the Burglar action if Bilbo Baggins is within 6 inches of Smaug.
The Queen is over here,
It is.
so you move away from Bilbo.
I do. And my turn is over.
His breath is so foul that it can be anywhere. So then we reshuffle our cards,
Yup,
and it's my go.
it is. This is fun.
It is. It's a whole different game. So I'll just start with revealing a 10. I will then perform an action. Bilbo can then move 4 inches. Where's the jack? There's the jack. Let's see. Let's just go 4 inches over here. And then I guess that the next card is lower than the 10.
Yeah, and I
It's
will
a
turn
5,
over.
and you got an 8.
Yep.
If you had now gotten a 5 as well, that would have also ended the turn. Now I get another move, or another action. I will move 4 inches up to here. So then I guess my next card is higher than a 5. I got a 6, and you got a 6. The turn ends, and it's your turn.
Doesn't something else happen? Yeah.
Oh.
Let's see. If the opposing player's card has the same value as the card that his opponent just turned over, the player whose go it is has been outwitted by his opponent.
Oh.
So Smaug is snuck up on the poor little Bilbo Baggins. The player who is not currently taking his go can choose to move the opposing player's model to the location card that matches the value of these cards they just turned over. After that, the player whose go it is may perform his action and his go as normal. So it's not the end of your turn, but that does get you closer to Smaug.
So you want to move?
I will move him to here.
Okay, then I get an action. And I can move.
Yes, because you guessed correctly.
Yeah. Yeah, because it was higher.
Yeah.
Then I have to guess if the next card is higher or lower. I think it will be higher than the 6.
Yep.
It was.
I rolled it. Now I get a 2.
I will then perform an action to flip the card.
Oh, and it's the 8.
The 8.
Okay.
So the next card will be lower than a 9. It is.
It is, yeah.
So I will then move another 4 inches.
Yep.
And the next card will be higher than a 3. It's a 4.
Yep.
So I will flip the card. It's the 10. And the next card will be higher than the 4. It's an 8.
Damn. Just got all these actions.
The next card will be higher than
Oh,
an 8.
higher.
Yeah, I have still 3. Oh, it was a 2.
Oh, okay, so your turn ends.
Yep.
So we shuffle and it's Smaug's go.
Terrible, terrible Smaug.
You did get a lot done.
I did. Yeah.
So there's currently 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 face down treasure cards. One of them is the Arkenstone.
Yeah.
Alright, so Smaug reveals a card. It's the 6. I think my next card will be higher. It is.
Yes.
So that means Smaug gets an action.
Move 6 inches.
I will move Smaug 6 inches.
We'll try to discover the Hobbit if he's within 1 inch, but
Yeah,
he
he's
is
not.
absolutely not.
So I get to there. Just about.
So the hardest thing about this game is moving the dragon around.
Yeah, and there's now an unrevealed card under Smaug.
Yeah.
Okay, so my next card will be lower. It's a queen. So, ooh, this is cool. Bilbo Baggins moves to the... Okay, so he moves back.
So Smaug moves to the queen.
Yeah, moves to the queen and can perform Discover, but he can't because
Bilbo is not
Bilbo
within
is
6 inches.
way further back.
Okay, so then it's my turn again.
That ends my turn.
Yeah.
Alright, so if I do the king, I can reveal Bilbo if he's within 9 inches.
And you can move to the king.
Ah.
And the joker is over here.
Yeah,
Well, not the joker, the
Jack.
it's Jack.
Interesting.
So let's see, I will get a 3, I will move 4 inches to there.
Yep.
I think the next card will be higher than a 3, it's a 9. I get to perform another action, I turn over this card and it's a 5.
Not the Arkenstone.
It's not the Arkenstone. Next card. It's an ace.
So that's a special action.
I forgot to say if it was a higher or lower though.
You
But
would probably
either-
say it was lower
Yeah,
because
but
it's...
either way, yeah, an ace is all lower. But either way, it's an ace, so it's a special action, special event. Sorry. Master Burglar Bilbo Baggins can perform one action, then have another go. So he will move 4 inches and then have another go.
Yeah, so you take
Oh
another
no,
turn.
we restart and it's my turn still. Nice.
So we shuffle the decks again. But you have to get closer soon.
Yeah, let's see. I'm starting off with the 3 again.
Mm-hmm.
So I move 4 inches. Let's see. I'm getting a higher card now, and it's the same cards again.
Are you shuffling correctly?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I'm shuffling so many times that it's.
How close do you have to be to
1
discover?
inch.
Okay, so you're out now.
So I'm out of range now.
Lower or higher?
Oh, sorry. We have to remove these from the table.
Oh yeah, okay.
The
so
reveal ones are removed from the table.
they are okay.
It makes the board easier to read.
Yeah, true.
So the next card will be lower. Let's see if it's the ace. It's the ace.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't supposed to be.
Well, you couldn't just reveal though. So
You can see. I think you can see on camera that I'm shuffling. So I am actually shuffling.
I can see is shuffling.
Yeah, I'm trying to. at least.
I'm not sure if Weil is just a master poker player that shuffles everything he wants.
I hate poker.
Always starting with a low card, then getting a higher card, and then the ace.
Totally. Now let's see. If
we should remove this one as well.
yeah, that's.
Yeah.
So, did you remove the one on the corner? Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's see if I start on a 3. No, I didn't. I got to king, and the king for Bilbo is Barrel Rider. Turn over any 3 face down cards.
Any 3? Wow.
So
That one?
no.
No. That
So
one?
that's 2, 9, and a 6. So I removed-
Okay.
So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 cards, 5 cards remaining,
And one on the Smaug,
and 1 on this
I
map.
think. No,
And
it's my turn.
then it's your turn. Yes.
Yeah.
I'll have to reshuffle.
Oh, so I want to get a king now, because then I can move to the king and do a discover. That would be nice. So I shuffled
What you get? 2.
2. It will be higher.
You think?
It is.
Yes. Oh, and I got this king. So
Yeah. So I can take my my move.
6 inches.
Of course, move him to there, towards Bilbo.
Stomping through the treasures.
Yeah, where are you? So next card will be lower. It's a king. Yay! It's a king special event. So I move to the king,
Long live the king.
and I can try to win the game.
Yes. Because now you get to try to discover.
Yeah. So within 9 inches, he's within 9. So I reveal my next card.
No, we reshuffle first.
Oh yeah. And if Weil draws a higher card than me, he escapes. If I draw a higher card than Weil, I capture the burglar.
Yes. We win the game.
Oh.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3.
Ah, come
It's a queen.
on!
So that means Bilbo is moved to the queen. And it's my turn. I reshuffle and
Should we move sides? Switch sides?
no, let's
Okay.
just keep the hots on this side.
Oh, okay.
So I get a 5. I then can move 4 inches up.
Yep.
And then I'm getting a card that's higher than a 5. I get a king.
Yep,
So
special
a
event.
king for Bilbo is turn over any 3 face down cards.
Oh.
1. No!
Ah, the Arkenstone is...
So the Arkenstone was right under Bilbo's nose all the time. So then we can just remove it. Well, I reveal 2.
Yeah.
So they're removed.
So what's the victory condition on...
I have to retrieve the Arkenstone. I have to be within 1 inch of the Arkenstone and then spend an action to pick it up, and then I win.
Right, so we shuffle our decks.
Yes. It's no.
Huh?
Oh yeah, it's a special action.
Yeah.
I think.
So I can try to get to you. But you can do teleporty stuff though.
Yeah, I can. Yeah. You can teleport me. Well.
So Smaug, I get a 4.
Yep.
My card will be higher than the 4.
Yeah.
It is.
6 inches.
Yeah. Oh, be careful.
You pinned it all so well. So.
Yeah. My next card will be higher. It is. And
I
we
got
get a
a
9. So you distract me. So you can move. Oh no.
I can move you to the 9. Or myself to the 9.
Let's see. Can move the opposing player's model to the location of the card, yeah. So you can move me here.
I will not, because that is closer to me.
Oh yeah, it's there, okay.
Yeah. So then you continue your go.
Yeah.
Higher or lower than a 9?
Lower. It's a 2.
Oh!
So the
I
2.
will.
Oh no!
I will move you to the 2. Please carry yourself over.
Carry myself to the 2.
Yes.
Smaug is just all over the place. Because we play this one as a practice scenario, and that went very much differently. Okay, so my card will be higher than the 2, I believe.
You think?
Yeah. It's a 5.
I got a jack, so...
So I can move him to here. Higher than a 5, yeah. 10. Oh, I'm getting closer.
But you still have to be within 1 inch.
Yeah, a normal one, yeah. And then my card will be lower than a 10. It's an ace and it's lower, but it's a special event anyway, so my turn ends after that.
So there you are, Thief in the Shadows. Smaug can perform 1 action and then have another go. So you can then move.
Oh, and then I can try to discover you. So I will move in front of Bilbo.
And then we reshuffle our decks.
Yeah.
And it's your turn again. I'm fearful now.
I have to get that action though to try to discover you. Because I'm within 1 inch. Bilbo is just behind Smaug.
It's not within 1 inch?
Is within 1 inch. So I have to get that action.
I don't think you can see him.
No, he's...
I can't.
He's
see
behind
him
there.
So.
Okay, so...
Your first card is a 7.
Oh no, it's a 7.
So lower or higher than the middle?
I've been cheating because my 8 is there. I'll shuffle this one in somewhere. And I'll shuffle these properly.
So I'm not the only one that's cheating. I didn't cheat.
It's hard to see the difference of the clubs and the
spades.
Have I? No, I've not taken any clubs off the table. Alright, so
lower or higher?
I think my card will be lower. It's 2. So
I got it, Nate.
Yeah, so you can't move me. So I will try to discover Bilbo.
Yeah.
So we both shuffle our decks.
Yes.
And if I get a higher card than you, I win.
And if I get a 5, I win next turn. Probably. Maybe. Hopefully. Let's see.
Okay.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, you got the 6. You won the game.
Oh.
You found Bilbo.
I did.
Yes.
Thank you for a very exciting game.
Because the ace is all over. If the ace was the high card, I would have gotten here.
Yeah.
And then I could have picked up the Arkenstone next turn.
But this was fun.
It's a really, really fun game, actually.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. It's something very different.
Yeah, you have to practice game it once or twice before you play it, because it's 4 pages rules.
Yeah.
But we'll come back to that in the post-Batrap breakdown. Right, so welcome back to the post-Batrap breakdown.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
I just, because to give you a bit of history, when Weil was on vacation, Christmas vacation, and thought we were just playing The Hobbit.
Yeah.
I went through every single magazine, every single online resource I had for all the scenarios, and I listed them up. And I remember writing down Hunt for the Arkenstone and forgetting about it. And when it came to be that we were playing like the Hobbit bulk, I reshuffled everything into the correct order and adding all the new scenarios that came out in between. And I saw the Hunt for the Arkenstone, and I tried to find the White Dwarf it was in. I thought it was in, but I had it on a PDF. And I'm very glad I had, because if we didn't play the scenario, we wouldn't have the meeting of Smaug and Bilbo, which is, in Desolation of Smaug, there isn't many, for me, redeeming scenes. I find The Unexpected Journey the better movie of the two. I find Battle of the Five Armies the better, like, large-scale battle thingy. So Desolation of Smaug for me is not what Two Towers is, which is very good joining movie for the two in the trilogy. And it's everything that the Two Towers and of course The Empire Strikes Back is not is. So but there's this one scene is redeeming of the whole movie. This meeting of Bilbo and Smaug, Benedict Cumberbatch and Martin Freeman, just having this wonderful banter against each other. And I think this one makes it so that you can play out that scene with your miniatures.
Absolutely.
And we were talking after we played this game. I was like, okay, how many people have painted Smaug? It should be quite a lot of people by this point. I know hundreds of people have bought this Smaug and never painted it. But when you finally, when you finally paint your Smaug, you want to show it off, because it's a wonderful masterpiece of a model, painted not even like to a heavy metal standard, painted to good standard. It will be the most impressive showcase miniature you own by some mile, unless you bought that Cold Minion-Lots big dragon, one that's slightly bigger than Smaug.
Oh, the Mythic Games, Joan of Arc.
No, not that one.
Oh, another one.
Yeah,
it's quite a few dragons.
Yeah, I think they make 50 of him a year or something.
Oh, okay.
It's incredible. So when you finally have your model, and like I just pictured myself having like friends over for dinner or something, and they might play games, probably, if they're my friends.
Or at least I've seen The Hobbit.
Yeah, and I bring out my Smaug to show them this wonderful miniature I painted for 60 hours. And then it's like, yeah, what can you do with him? Well, you can play a game with him, and I explain how you play SBG.
And you have to have a grasp of SBG to play a game against Smaug. You'd have to have quite a big force to meet Smaug.
Yeah, it's 700 points.
Yeah.
But you can instead you can play this.
Yeah.
Because everyone has a deck of cards, everyone has a coffee table about yay big.
Yeah.
And then you can just like, okay, we can play this very cool, very fun, very fast-paced game. Best out of 3 maybe.
Yeah.
It will take you roughly an hour to play 2 or 3 games without. And it was so much fun.
Absolutely.
So yeah, I don't know where this scenario is on the web at all.
We'll try to figure it out.
We have it on PDF. I don't know if we legally can include a Dropbox link because it's copyrighted.
Or we can have the ask the Middle Earth team to put it up on the Warhammer community.
Or I can try to find the actual resource and link it in the description below. Because yeah, try it out. If you have Smaug, if you have a deck of cards, well, you probably do. Try this one out, because I find this one very, very cool and fun, fast-paced.
I agree.
So that was the third scenario with Smaug, but we're not done.
No, not at all.
Because after Bilbo, of course, in this one, Bilbo was spotted by Smaug, but that happens 2 or 3 times during the movie.
It does.
So we think that Bilbo has managed to weasel himself out of the dragon's breath situation, and has found the Arkenstone and get away.
Yeah.
The dragon is furious, and we now have the dwarfs inside Erebor as well. So next week, if we can manage to find the scenario, because I think I had it, and then it got lost somewhere, either in a message. So we will try to find the Battle of the Forges scenario, which is a fan-made scenario. I can't remember who made it. That's what I have to find out. But it basically pits the entirety of Thorin's company at Erebor, plus Bilbo, against Smaug. And they will try to defeat him before Smaug goes out and burns Lake Town to a crisp.
Yep.
And if we can't find that scenario, we'll of course burn Lake Town to a crisp.
Yeah.
So yeah,
As always,
please comment, like, share and subscribe.
and please consider supporting us on Patreon. It helps us keep the lights going and even makes the light even brighter or better for our filming, as it supports us doing what we do. And if you already are a patron, thank you very, very much. Your support is very much appreciated and needed. And
As always, support your hobby.